This class. So today I'm going to be uh, dockerizing a simple HTML application. I'm going to write the Docker file for it and create an image, and I'll start the application and you see how that is done. And so let me change directory into my DevOps and change directory into teachings, and let me make directory, and I'll name the directory simple web. And I also want to create an index.html file and also create an image folder or image directory, images. Let me name it images. And now I'll change directory. Oh, sorry. So the index.html I created is in teachings. I should have seeded into simple. Uh, oh, sorry. Seed into simple. Yeah. ls. You'll see that there is nothing here. This is where I should have created. Let me just go up. Okay, this is it. And if I list it, you can see them there, images and index.html. And now I'm going to open my Visual Studio Code. Okay. Come here and I'll write the code. So I'll come to the body section and create a simple application. This is a simple app. Let me add a paragraph and Docker class. Let me add an image. G source. Oh, images. Oh. And I need to bring an image into these images. So I'll come here. Okay, first of all, let me do a pwd present working directory. Is it my present working directory? I'll go to my root directory and change directory to my downloads, where I'm sure I have images. I can copy to my images in the project, and I would do an ls, pass it through a pipe and grep it. Grep means I want to filter through. What do I want to filter? JPEG, and it will give me a list of the objects in this directory that are named JPEG, that have JPEG in their name. So I want to use this one.jpg. So I'm going to copy. CP is for copy. Let me clear. CP one.jpg, and I want to copy it here. Where is that? uh, Here. Control V. So I'm copying one.jpg, this one.jpg file, I'm copying it here to my users, Jade DevOps Teaching Simple Web. That is the project we are working with. And I go back to my Visual Studio Code, you can see one.jpg here. Now I'm going to copy it into my images, move it into my images. Now it will appear one. Oh, is it still there? Is it there? Yes, it's there. One the JPEG. Okay, and now see it. And that is that about that. Next thing is to write the Docker file. Docker file. The first thing is from, in caps lock, from. The from is the base image. Every application you want to Dockerize needs to be built on a base image, on an image that has already been created. So because this is a simple HTML project, yeah, I need a web server to publish it, to host it. So there are two uh, popular web servers, Apache and Apache 2 and Nginx. Today we're going to be using Apache 2. And so let me go to my browser, and because it's very important that we check, it's very important that we check documentation. So this is Apache 2. The name of the image is HTTPD. You can see the Apache HTTP server project. Let's go to the configuration, Docker file. Here, so as you can see, from httpd httpd full colon 2.4, then we'll have to copy the index.html, or better still, we should copy everything in the present working directory over to here. It is in this directory that the index.html will be published. This htdocs has been configured to publish the index.html page. So we'll come back here. Sorry, we'll go back to my code. Yeah, and that would be httpd. Oh, sorry. httpd 2.4, and next thing is copy dots, that is period, and this path, usr local apache to htdocs. So what we are saying is that this whole project, everything here, index.html, my images, one.jpg, everything in the root directory will be copied over here to this directory htdocs, because this is where the index, the home page, will be published. And so you want to copy everything, including your images, everything should just come here. And so I'm going to save this, and the next thing is to run the build command. And this is the build command, docker in docker build dash t, and I'm going to give the image a name. I'll name it simple web. It doesn't have to be the same name with the project. I'll also give it a tag. If I don't give it a tag, Docker will give it a tag for me, which is latest. Well, I've given it a tag of 1.0 and a period, full stop. And the period there is indicating that it is in this present working. The Docker file, the Docker daemon should look for the Docker file in this working directory, in this present working directory. So in this place, in this present working directory I'm in, that is where the Docker file is. And enter. Oh, it failed. Failed to read Docker file. Oh, let's go back to the project. Where is the Docker file? Oh, I think the Docker file, is it? No, there's nothing wrong with the Docker file. Oh, I'm still in download, sorry. I need to go back there. Okay, I need to go back here. Yes, ls. Okay, so you can see I'm back in the directory of my project. I was still in downloads. So I'm back here and I'll run that command again. This, and it is building. Okay, that was fast. It has completed. Let's check if the image is there. Docker images, that's the command. And yeah, as you can see, simple web 1.0, and this is the image ID 10 seconds ago. The total size is 168 MB. I'm sure that is not correct. We all know that that project is not as big as that. But yeah, it is as large as that actually, because of the base image, which is HTTPD. But my project in itself, it's everything is not. I'm sure it's not up to 7 MB, if at all. And the next thing is to run the image, that is I'm making it a container. Run it as a container, and so that is Docker run in detached mode. I'm detaching it from my command line interface. In detached mode, if I don't add the -d, I would my command line interface would take control of my container. I won't be able to do anything. So I'm detaching the command line from the container. And I want to add a port. So I want to use a port 6000 to 80, because 80 is the port on which HTTPD image was created. So I will have to pass 80 here, and while this port here is the port my own local machine would open up for the container to run. And the next thing is to give it a name. If I don't give it a name, the Docker daemon will assign, it will give it a name. I want to call that simple web as well. And now the next thing is the name of the image that I created, which is simple web with a tag of 1.0, and then I'll run it. Let us check that it is running. Docker ps. Let us check for the containers on the system. So you can see it is running. The status of 6 seconds ago. and it is on a port 6000. And then now I'll go to my local machine and I'll go to local host. I think it's 6000, right? And enter. What is wrong? What is wrong? Is on a port 6000, yeah? Let us check this. Oh, jeez. I didn't save this. No wonder it was. I didn't save this. My bad. I guessed as much. So I'm going to come back here to recreate the image, and now I give it a different tag. Docker build dash t simple web 2.0. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll run this again, and I'll change this to 2.0. Okay, I also want to change the ports, and I'll tell you why very soon. Error. Please run the conflict. The container name. Okay. Yeah. So the image I created the container I created at first, the name I gave it was this, and I have to give it a different name. Let me just add 2 here. And okay, so it's good that we have encountering all these problems, so this is running on port 5000, so that when you come across similar challenges, you would be able to navigate it. Yes, the container is running, and this is our website. And so let me go back here. So what happened the other time was that I built the image, but I hadn't saved my index.html. So pretty much there was nothing in the index.html. So I built an empty. It was an empty project actually. So I'll come back here. Docker ps. Let's list again the containers running. This is the last one I created, the 2.0. This is the first one I created. And now let me teach you how to stop a container, how to restart a container, and how to delete a container. So that is docker stop and the container ID. Copy it, paste it, and it has stopped. If I come back here and reload this, it is gone because I have stopped the container. If I come back here and restart it, it's going to restart. Let me come back here and reload. It is back up. So that is how you stop and restart a container. Next thing will be how do we okay, yeah, let me stop the second container so I can teach you guys something. So I want to stop this one. not restart. I actually wanted to stop it. Okay, if I do a docker ps again, so it's this one, the 2.0 that can see here. But that container, the 2.1, is still lingering there. It's still lingering there. And this is how you see it. So the dash A will reveal both running containers and exited containers. So this is it, the one I stopped. And so even though a container has exited, you cannot create another container using that name. Right now, if I want to create another container, I can't use this simple web name because though it has exited, it is still lingering there. And now I want to teach you how to delete uh, containers. So the first thing is you have to stop the container before you delete it. So right now this one can be deleted, but this one, if I try to delete it, the daemon won't permit me. So how do you delete? Docker rm. I want to do it forcefully, and let me copy this. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Says deleted. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, it's deleted. And there are times that it won't just delete like that. Especially, I think if the application is heavy and the application is dependent, is connected by networking to other image containers, and so that is deleted. And I'll delete the second one as well, which is this. And docker ps dash a. Let's see everything. So everything is gone. Good. And how do you delete an image? After listing the image, the images, I want to delete this 1.0. Control C. That's docker docker rmi, remove image. I want to add a forcefully to it, and I'll paste the image ID, and it is gone. If we list it, it is not there. Okay, that's all for now. We'll move next to Node.js. How do you Dockerize a Node.js application? Thank you.